going on, Jerome's? So we said this offseason that the free agency of Kirk Cousins going to the Atlanta Falcons just seemed a little bit too smooth, right? Because all of the talk is like, Kirk is in high demand. Arthur Blank is writing a blank check. And, the Falcons. Oh, no, did you know that Kirk's wife is from Atlanta? All that stuff. It seemed more than just idle speculation. And it seemed like, again, a little bit too convenient, especially given the parameters of the NFL's free agency system as well as legal tampering. That's the cat is moving the tripod. She wants to be in every single video, man. But as we said, and we were called we said this was lunacy. We were called the lunatics. It's like, possibly tampered with. We may be entitled to draft pick compensation. And the whole thing about it is, does it really matter? No, but we have to act aggrieved on the off chance that we can get a little bit of nice. That's all. And apparently, it's potentially happening. So Dan Graziano, ESPN, and a bunch of other national media jabronis, per a league source, the NFL is looking into potential tampering by the Eagles and the Falcons related to the free agent signings of Saquon Barkley and Kirk Cousins. Now, like Pelissero, Diana Rossini also pointed out that this is routine. It's almost like that was part of the press release or the email that they got. Just remember to say it's routine, that we do this with every free agent signing. But, I mean, Saquon, who cares? I mean, it was pretty blatantly obvious. And also, the Kirk Cousins thing seemed pretty obvious as well. And this would be absolutely glorious. I mean, Falcons fans, Kirk Cousins costs you a mid-round draft pick and then has an age-related fall-off while he has $100 million guaranteed on your books. It'd be great. It'd be great. So, again, not saying that there was tampering going on, but here's what's laid out right now. So, circumstantial. Cousins' contract agreed to 4 years, $180 million, $100 million guaranteed, 86 minutes into legal tampering. Now, it's quite convenient considering that he is coming off a torn Achilles. Now, were his medical records shared before that? Was Kirk in for a physical exam? It's possible. Who knows? Also, Kyle Pitts, both Pitts and Cousins admit that Pitts was heavily recruiting Kirk Cousins. Now, if he's on his own, that's fine. I mean, players talk to each other all the time. There's no way that the league can police that. But if a coach or executive or owner sort of nudge Kyle Pitts, just like, hey, go get number 8. We know that you're yes. We know that you're number 8, but go get number 8. Yes. Oh, there you go. Then that's tisk. And also, lastly, Cousins straight up admitting to meeting / talking with support staff. Kirk was talking about the medical staff. He's talking about the PR staff. Who gives two poops about the PR staff? But there's also a no-no because only agents are allowed to talk to teams during legal tampering. So, a lot of people say it's like, well, Kirk was talking to him during the legal tampering window. Can't do that. Cannot do that. That's why players who don't have agents are behind the 8 ball when it comes to the legal tampering period, because teams can only speak to the agents. And it obviously goes beyond, it's like, hey, can the medical team and PR... Again, if the Falcons... If the Falcons lose a draft pick because Kirk was talking to the PR team, that's ridiculous. But also ironic because Kirk is probably the most PR savvy quarterback out there right now. So again, that's what we have. And again, Kirk openly admitted several issues of tampering. So if the league comes back and is like, no, there's no tampering here, then obviously the fix is in against the Vikings. But honestly, wouldn't shock me overall. And again, is this a big deal? No, absolutely not. Was Kirk Cousins coming back? No, this does not change things. Do all teams tamper at some level? Yes, absolutely they do. Did the Vikings tamper with some of their free agents? Probably. But what's the point of having rules if the rules are not enforced? And now there is precedent with this. So the Niners, back in the day, were stripped of some draft picks. So back in 2008, Lance Briggs, free agent from the Bears, obviously didn't go to the Niners. Spent his entire career with Chicago, one of the great linebackers in team history, which is saying a lot because the Bears. So the Bears and linebackers are like the Vikings and wide receivers. They just get it right. So Goodell found that there was tampering, and then it was a swappy swap of the which had the 12 pair. So it was a swap of draft picks. But either way, the Bears got a little something from the Niners there, which obviously would be great for the Vikings. More recently, The Chiefs lost a 3rd and 7th round draft pick because of reportedly tampering with Jeremy Macklin, who was a free agent from the Eagles. Again, it loses a 3rd and 7th round pick because of Jeremy Macklin. It's great. But yeah, the Eagles did not get compensation in that case, but that's fine because screw them. So, I mean, the league could just take away a draft pick, or the league could give the Vikings a draft pick. Now, could it be a spot where maybe they say, like, well, hey, if the Falcons didn't tamper, maybe the Vikings re-sign Kirk Cousins? I mean, sure. I don't think it's likely. I don't think Kirk was coming back under basically any circumstances. But again, is this a big deal? No. But we have to act indignant on the off chance that we get draft pick compensation. And again, look at the Falcons. Like, hey, you got 2 third-round draft picks. You got one from the Calvin Ridley deal. We'll take 74. No big deal. No muss, no fuss. And hey, the Vikings are back in the 3rd round, baby. Or a swap from 8 and 11, or we'll just absorb the Falcons' 2nd round pick at number 43. Who knows? There's lots of options on the table. But again, this is hilarious. This is very, very funny to me. And again, Kirk Cousins straight up admitted to several tampering violations. So if the league just says that there's nothing there, then the Vikings were just going to get screwed from the beginning. And it's a kangaroo court, and it's a sham to begin with. But hey, this is not NOM. This is free agency. There are rules here. That's all. That's all, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. A league reportedly investigating the Falcons for potentially tampering with Kirk Cousins. It's great. It's great. Let us know your thoughts. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.